Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things narcissism. This video is going to be about several things that you should never say to a narcissistic person, only unfortunately before we are aware that we are dealing with a narcissistic person. We have often said these things to a narcissist only to be made to feel worse about ourselves, or to question ourselves more, or to doubt ourselves more, to change who we are in order to please them. When it comes to narcissistic people, the less is more approach, the less time you spend around them, the less communication you have with them, the less you have to deal with them, the more peaceful your life will become. When it comes to a narcissist, you are better off saying little to nothing, let them do their talking and then leave them to it. If it's all possible, no contact is always the best approach. So one thing you should never tell a narcissist is how you feel. Telling a narcissist how you feel is just giving them ammunition to use against you. They lack the empathy to care for your feelings. However, they have the exploitative, manipulative behavior in order to exploit your feelings to work in their favor. So by telling them they've done something that has hurt you, only encourages them to do it all the more to hurt you again. And the more you forgive them, the more they're going to use this against you to hurt you. Telling a narcissist that they've made you angry pleases them because they feel like they're in control of the strings. They feel like the puppet master. So if they know something provokes that anger within you, they're going to use that against you, often in front of other people, so that they can use that in their smear campaign and say, look how angry they are, look how crazy they are. They lack the empathy to care for how they are hurting your feelings, only as to how they can use your feelings against you to work in their favour. So never tell a narcissist how you feel. You are literally handing them a script of what they can use against you. Stop playing the victim. When it comes to a narcissist, there gets to a point where we can see that they are literally playing the victim. And you can just get to the point where you've just had enough. And you might turn around and say to them, oh, here we go. Here comes the victim again. The thing is with a narcissist, they genuinely believe they are the victim. So if you don't pander to their victim plays, they're going to become more offended and they're going to seek a way to shame and humiliate you for not believing in them. When it comes to a genuine victim, a narcissistic person will happily blame and shame that genuine victim and accuse that genuine victim of playing the victim, because that victim has been through something that the narcissist believes is then taking the attention away from the narcissistic person. And victims, yes, they can get offended. We're all capable of being offended. However, they're highly unlikely, due to being a victim, to take it to the next level in order to exploit somebody. With a narcissistic person who is playing the victim, if you call them out on playing the victim, they're going to take it to the next level to get you back and do it in a way where they can play the victim. It's not a competition. Narcissistic people are incredibly envious people, therefore they will turn things that you couldn't even imagine to be a competition into a competition. They seek to pull other people down and talk badly about others and gossip about others to feel better about themselves. So they might start comparing people, and you can simply turn around and say, well, it's not a competition, we're all individuals. A narcissist is not going to have any of this. They are again just going to try and make you feel worse, especially if they're comparing you against somebody. Oh, just because you're not good enough. Oh, have I hit a nerve? They're going to keep going to wind you up, to gain that reaction from you, so they have proof within their mind that you're the one with the problem and not them. I don't like it when you telling a narcissist anything that they do that bugs you. They will go all out to do it all the more, to annoy you all the more. We can all do things that wind other people up. People can do things that wind us up. And with a genuine person, you can have a two-way conversation. And you don't usually get that battle of wills that you get with a narcissistic person. So you can tell a genuine person something that bugs you. Something simple, such as leaving a light on. Would you mind turning that light off, please? A narcissist is going to play the victim and turn it into a competition. Oh, well, what about when you left this on? Oh, I knew it'd be my fault. I wasn't the last one in there. They're not going to just turn around like a genuine person and just say, oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. And then, oh, sorry, I didn't realise you'd forgot. They're going to then leave them on all the more. Now, if this isn't something that bugs you, and a narcissistic person doesn't do this, they're not then going to suddenly do it. With a narcissist, if this is something that bugs you, they're going to start doing it. We are all individuals. So what annoys one person doesn't annoy another person. With two genuine people, you can have that communication. And usually you have the empathy and the object constancy to care about the other person enough to think, oh, I know that's going to wind them up. And it's no harm for me to spend 2 minutes. So I'll just, yeah, that's going to wind them up. And I don't really want to wind them up. I want to make life easier for them, not harder for them. And a genuine person will be the same with you. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. I will try. And that's all we can do. We can just try to get along with each other. With a narcissistic person, they're just going to be, how dare you tell me how to live my life? That offends you, does it? Right, I'm going to make this a big competition and do it all the more just to wind you up and get you. So do not tell a narcissistic person anything that bugs you. You again are literally giving them the ammunition to use against you. Don't tell them they're a narcissist. Telling a narcissist they're a narcissist is like fighting fire with fire, which in some cases, I'm not a fireman or a firewoman, so in some cases that might work. However, telling a narcissist they're a narcissist doesn't tend to work. They usually don't see what a genuine narcissist is, and they think it's somebody who just thinks highly of themselves and looks in a mirror and they can think, well, yes, I am pretty special actually, so you're probably right. They can go and look up the disorder and use it against you. They can accuse you of being the narcissistic one. And as they've usually got you doubting and questioning yourself, when they start accusing you of being the narcissistic one, you're the one going to walk away diagnosing yourself with the disorder, not just traits of narcissism, which we are all capable of displaying. Doesn't mean we all do display them. We can often call a narcissist in the hope that they will see the light, that they will get the help, that they will get the support, that they will change. Because as much as many of us can get to a point where we hate to admit it, we can actually care about the narcissistic person. However, it doesn't work. They're not interested in your opinion. They're not interested in your point of view. If they were, they wouldn't be a narcissist. And they'll probably start a smear campaign against you if they haven't already started one, in order to get people to look poorly of you so that they can discard you and blame everything on you. Because no one throws a bigger tantrum than a narcissist who's losing control of somebody else's mind, or who's been called out on their behaviour with facts and evidence of something they definitely did do. Say something out of anger, frustration, resentment. We can all do this. We are all capable of getting to that place where we react in anger and we say things we don't mean. And once we've said them, we can't take them back. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, you can say things that you mean, such as "I'm leaving," and then they will go all around the houses to hoover you back in, to talk you out of leaving. And once they've talked you out of leaving, once they've said everything you wanted to hear, and they've got you where they want you, they're going to punish you for daring to think about leaving them. And then they're going to discard you in some of the most horrific ways to punish you. Telling them that you're going to the police, they just find ways to cover their backs, to cover their tracks. They just find time to phone people up and say, "Tell them I was here." And they've usually got enough info on that person to use as leverage to get that person to become an enabler for them. Telling them that you will take them to court. Narcissistic people then double down on their behaviour. When it comes to child custody, they can then stop seeing their own children, and then, because you said you were going to take them to court to get things in order, they're then going to stop seeing their children and then take you to court and claim that you're the one that stopped them from seeing their children. So then you're the one that's on the defensive, while they're the one lapping up the attention. Telling them that you're going to court for that divorce gives them time to hide their assets. You cannot tell a narcissistic person what you are thinking of doing. We can often do this out of politeness to see whether we can just sort things without it going to that extreme. With a narcissistic person, you cannot sort anything because they don't even abide by court orders. They believe they are superior. So just as we can all say things out of anger, out of frustration, out of resentment, warning a narcissist just helps them prepare to get one over on you or to talk you out of doing it. You have to make your choice, stand in your truth, and act upon it accordingly and safely around narcissistic people. Anything you found saying to a narcissist worked badly against you, please do add those into the comments to warn those reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.